Hello, everybody. It is 8 p.m. and it is rock and roll time. So, I'm going to do a minute or two waiting for people to hop on. Just to give you guys a little bit of heads up, I am not going to be saying hello to people. I'm going to keep things on quiet mode so that I don't get squirrely and start getting distracted and saying hello to everybody. So it's not going to be an interactive class where I'm going to be answering questions. Please post in the comments. Okay, I want you to post. I want you to say hello. I want to know you're here because don't forget I am doing an oily giveaway. Probably more than one, maybe a few oils. So I need you guys to comment, ask questions, all kinds of good stuff. So I want you commenting. If you don't comment, I don't know you're there. I can't put you in the drawing for the prizes. So, in addition, I do want to upload this video to YouTube so I can share it with my non-Facebook friends. Yes, there are actually people who do not use Facebook, and I would like to share it with them. So, it's going to be straight out me talking and not really answering questions. So I see people are hopping on, and that is awesome. First, I want to wish everybody an upcoming happy holidays. I know we have Good Friday and Easter and Passover coming up, so there's probably a lot of people having family in town and all of that. So I wish you all happy holidays. So let's see, it's been about 2 minutes, so I'm gonna start going. As people come on, they may have to go back and watch the replay. Remember what I've posted up until now. If you are listed as interested and you are watching now, quickly go to the event and change to going, because when the video is over, if you are listed as interested, you will have no access to this video after the fact. Okay, Facebook gets a little finicky about that. So if you are listed as going, you will be able to go to your events, look at past events, and find the class, and then you could rewatch the video. If you're listed as interested, at 9 o'clock you turn into a pumpkin and you have no access to the class. So, with that said, for those of you who don't know me, found this class by accident, however it may have been, my name is Carla Levy Miller. I am an MD. I am a doctor, and I practice anesthesiology. And I am trained in Western medicine. I am not trained in Eastern medicine. I'm not trained in alternative medicine. I'm not trained in holistic medicine. Nothing like that. I just came across Young Living a little under 4 years ago, and I will share a little bit of my story with you tonight, but just to let you know, it has totally catapulted a change in how I think and about health and how I think about a lot of issues, and it has changed how I do things in my home, and I believe it has improved my health and that of my family. So as a disclaimer, I'm just going to say, even though I am a doctor, I am not your doctor. So I am not here to diagnose, treat, prescribe, cure, do anything like that, okay? We are here tonight to talk about Young Living essential oils, and how you can get started on a change in your lifestyle using Young Living as the basis for how you make changes in your life. So why do I use essential oils? Okay, I got started, like I said, a little under 4 years ago, thanks to my friend Kim Brown, so I'll give her a shout out. And I really got involved because I always loved smells. I loved the scent of things. I was always a candle person, a fragrance person, plug-ins. My husband hated them, but he tolerated them because I liked them. I liked cinnamon, I liked apple pie, all kinds of different things, because that is how we are trained in this country, especially. Everything has to have a smell in order for it to smell fresh or to smell clean. That is what we have learned. So I was that person. So I just love the smell of the oils. But it has taken me so far beyond that, because I've come to learn how bad and dangerous having plug-ins and sprays and fragrances and candles are for your health. Okay, so I'm not going to go into that whole thing now. For those of you who don't know, that's a good Google search. Dangers of candles, dangers of dryer sheets, dangers of sprays for, Febreze, Lysol, those kind of things. They're loaded with chemicals that are not good for our health. Okay, so I want you to understand, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just sharing with you what I did. Okay, now I started my journey with Young Living with what's called a premium starter kit. Okay, it is how most people that start this journey with Young Living get started. Okay, it is the most economical way, and it is by far the best way to get a sampling of oils and products that will start you out. Okay, so I'm going to briefly show you what it looks like. We are not going oil by oil tonight because there's more to talk about than just that. So the premium starter kit comes like this. It comes in a box. Okay, looks like this. Okay, and inside it you'll find, first of all, it comes with oils. Okay, it comes with 12 essential oils. This is 10 of them. When you open it up, there's also a bottom part which has 2 more oils, which I'll show you right there. It also comes with a couple of other samples of products, including a hand purifier, a cleaning spray for when you're out and about, like for your shopping carts, and a sample of the best liquid drink supplement you can ever imagine. So that was what comes in the box. In addition to that, you get a diffuser. Now, the basic price one, the lowest cost one, comes with a choice of a diffuser. It comes with this one, which is called the Dewdrop, which is a workhorse. I love it. Sorry for sliding off camera. And the other one is the Desert Mist, which is very beautiful. Okay, they both work great. They run for 8 to 10 hours. They have colors, the light, different colors. They have a candle mode. The lights can be turned off if you want to just run the diffuser. The whole point is, we like smells, replace it with something healthful. Okay, so that's the premium starter kit. I've said it. That's how you get started. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But that's really what started my journey, was that starter kit. Now, what makes me want to share Young Living with all of you has nothing to do with the smells of the oils. Okay, as a physician, I see sick people all the time. Okay, everyone is sick these days. Okay, if you watch television, there are more pharmaceutical company ads for drugs day in and day out. More drugs, more drugs, more drugs. Our society is one, is if you are ill, there is a pill. Okay, there is always something. That is how I was trained in medical school, that if you had a medical condition, we had a drug that could treat it. Now, the reality of it is most medications do not treat anything. Maybe with the exception of an antibiotic, which actually kills bacteria, most medications are for symptoms. Okay, they make symptoms go away, which makes us feel like we are better. But we're not better, because we're not ever really dealing with the root cause of our medical conditions. So if you look around and you see, why do we have an increase, a major increase in infertility? Why do we have an increase in autoimmune disorders? Why do we have an increase in cancer? Why do we have an increase in autism, allergies, asthma? The list goes on and on of what is happening to our society. Medicine has never been better, yet we are sicker. Okay, more people take prescription medications than ever before, yet we are not getting healthier. So something is wrong. There is a major, major disconnect. Now, I personally think some of us doctors are to blame. Okay, you come into an office and you are not happy leaving without a prescription. You don't want to go without a prescription. You want that doctor to write you something so that you can feel better. If you walk away and they tell you to drink more liquids and take vitamin C and eat some healthy foods, they didn't do you any, what did you make the copay for? Why did you go there? Now, personally, I'd rather have a doctor tell me that than give me a prescription for something that I really don't need. And then if I take that medication and I get side effects from them, because you will get side effects, they give you another prescription. I don't want any of that. Okay, I have used my knowledge and my essential oils and the products from Young Living to get off of every prescription medication that I have been taking in my lifetime. Okay, I used to take a lot of medications. I have medical conditions. I have chronic medical conditions. Many of us do. But I have been on a prescription medication probably since my early 20s. Now I am on none. Zero. Since January, I have stopped all my medications thanks to my essential oils, my products, and some diet changes and some other things. Okay, so it's not just products. I had to make adjustments. I had to make sacrifices. But this is what I wanted. I wanted a lifestyle change. I wanted to get out of that rat race where I felt like everything I was doing, every time I had an ache or a pain, there was a pill to help me. Okay? Understand that prescription medications, back in the day when people started making medications, what they did was they actually hired scientists to find plants and to find different things and find out what was in those plants that made people better. Okay, because years and years ago, societies for hundreds of years have been using plants and herbs and spices to treat illness. Okay, it's only the last 50 some odd years that we have gotten into big pharma where everything has to be a prescription medication. Now, so they took those plants, they found the ingredients in them that made people better, and what did they do? They synthesized them in a laboratory. So instead of using a natural product, they made them in the lab. Now, the human body is pretty incredible, but it does know the difference. It knows the difference between a synthetic product and it knows what a natural product is. So your body will not react the same to that same constituent from a plant and from a lab. It will definitely like the one from the plant better. So understanding that, traditional Chinese medicine, Indians, Egyptians, Romans, people for centuries have been using plants to treat and heal people. So let's rewind the clock and go back to a way of life that was better, was healthier. Now, I'm not saying, and for those of you who are looking at me, but Carla, seriously, medicine has evolved to a point where we've saved lives. Yes, I agree with you that medicine has evolved to a point where we can save lives. But we don't have to do it to the extent with medications that we have gotten to. We have become so dependent on prescription medications, specifically over-the-counter medications, that's what we turn to every single time. So we need to reprogram and say, how can I do better? So when I started with Young Living, like I told you, I was simply in it to enjoy the smell of the oils. I had no intention of changing my life. Okay, but I'm going to give you guys that advantage and say, yes, use it as a way to change your life, because who wants all of that? Who wants the higher incidence of cancer and allergies and asthma and autoimmune disease and infertility and all of that? I don't. So, and I don't want that for my family. So I'm offering it to you because I've learned, and I always tell people, I said, once I've learned something, I can't unlearn it. I can't unknow it. Okay, so I can't unknow what's bad. Like if I choose to use something that's bad, knowing that it's bad, shame on me. Okay, so again, no judgment, but once we found out that smoking was linked to lung cancer and other types of cancers, it would make me look foolish as a physician to start smoking. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. When you know that dryer sheets are toxic and you know that fragrance in all your personal care products are allergens and some of them are carcinogens and the ingredients. So once we know all of that, why would I continue to slather this stuff on my body knowing that it's getting absorbed through my skin into my blood and getting into my body and can be causing me harm? So again, back to Young Living. Why Young Living? Okay, because essential oils are everywhere. You could buy them in the dollar store if you want to. I mean, that's a scary thought. But you can buy them at Target, and you can buy them, maybe you buy them at Whole Foods, and you say, but it's Whole Foods. Everything at Whole Foods is wonderful. Well, that's not true, because if you look at the ingredients on some of these things, and I beg you to do that, you need to do your due diligence if you really want to make changes, and you want to make good changes. Okay, so I happen to use a group called the... Well, excuse me, I got a phone call. So I use the EWG.org website to look at ingredients to see exactly what's in my products and find out why they may be good or why they may be bad. Okay, so I beg you to do something like that. There's also an app called Think Dirty, and don't be going there. It's called Think Dirty. You can download it, and you can scan products and see their rating from 1 to 10 and decide if you want to have that product in your home or on your body. So it gives a rating, and then it tells you why it has that rating, which ingredients in those products are bad. Now, Young Living, why I'm so proud to be a part of Young Living is they've been around for 25 years. Okay, 25 years of experience. They have not joined the bandwagon of let's sell essential oils. They started the movement of selling essential oils. But what separates Young Living from every other company, okay, is called Seed to Seal. It is their promise. The seed is the seeds of the plants. The seal is the seal of the bottle. Okay, so every step along the way, how can we control that? Because we own our own farms. Yes, we own our farms. We grow our own plants. We distill our oils. We test our oils with the standards that you would not believe. And if any oil batch does not meet those strict standards, the oil is used for other purposes, not ever sold to us as consumers. Okay, so when you go to the store and you buy an oil from Whole Foods or Target, or please don't, the dollar store, you're buying an oil from you have no idea who. Okay, if you call the company that owns that, that's name is on the label and say, can I visit your farms? They will laugh at you because they don't know where they get their oils from. So if you want to know that your oils don't have any pesticides in them, can you say that with certainty? I can, because Young Living Farms will not be a Young Living Farm if there's ever been pesticides within 50 years on that farm. That is awesome. No herbicides, no pesticides. They do hand weeding. How do I know? First of all, it's all over their website. Okay, so you don't believe that. I've been to the farms. I've been to a farm in Utah. Okay, it is open to the public for you to see. You can see the distillers. You can see the process. Young Living is an open book. They have nothing to hide because they are the gold standard. Now, I watched a video today which actually impressed me even more about Young Living, and they talked about how there's an act called the Lacey Act, which was originated back in the early 1900s, I believe, but it was revamped, if you will, back in the 1980s and 1990s. It originally started with endangered wildlife, but it's expanded to any type of endangered species, and that includes plants. And Young Living abides by this act to the tiniest, to every little detail. Okay, the U.S. government actually has stated that the Young Living Farms, our standard, is the gold standard for all essential oil farms. That is a huge claim and something that Young Living is very proud of, because if there's a standard, Young Living takes it up another level because we want to even be better than that. Okay, so Young Living started with essential oils. I mean, they have hundreds of oils, singles and blends, that you would just be totally blown away with how beautiful they are and how wonderful they are for you, what they can do for you. Okay, am I going to promise you that if you use X oil, this disease will go away? Of course not. I cannot do that. But I can tell you that I use many of their oils, and they work for lots of things. They support my immune system. They support my digestive system. They support my cardiovascular system. They're there to help me when I don't want to go to a medication, over-the-counter or prescription. So I turn to my products. But for me, it's a lifestyle. I didn't want just essential oils. I wanted products. I don't want to go to the supermarket and see all of those products out there greenwashing, making me believe that their product is good for me. And then you turn it over and you look at the label, and on the label says fragrance. Now, fragrance is a catch-all phrase for those of you who have never heard that before. It is a group. They don't have to list the exact chemical names that are in there. That covers about 3,000 synthetic chemicals can fit into that category of fragrance. And if you look at these, those two apps I told you about, the EWG.org or Think Dirty app, fragrance comes up as an 8 or a 9. That's a high, really bad rating. And that is probably the cause of many people's allergies, headaches. Okay, I couldn't walk past Bed Bath & Beyond or Bath & Body Works and smell anything without sneezing or having a really bad headache, because those are synthetic chemicals that are just junk. Okay, so when you think about products, you want to know that your products are clean. And if you go to the supermarket and you look at a bottle and it's white and there's waterfalls, or it has a green in the label, or you think of brands like Mrs. Meyer's or Seventh Generation. Okay, I'm not slamming them, but you just look at the labels and you determine for yourself if those products are as clean as you think they are. Now, what I've done over the course of my 4 years with Young Living, because Young Living has every product. I mean, my friends and I joke around, if they came out with toilet paper, I wouldn't even have to go to any store other than to buy produce. But we have toothpaste, we have shampoo, we have lotion, we have baby products, we have pet products, dish detergent. I mean, just about you name it, we have it. And in the beginning, we have sunscreen, we have bug repellent. We have the best smelling bug repellent you have ever smelled, and it works. I'm telling you. But when products first came out, I would look at the ingredients and I would say, let me check it out. And I would go on those websites and I would go ingredient by ingredient by ingredient. Every single time I was shocked because they came up as 1 or 2. I found a scattering of 3s over all the 600 plus products that Young Living carries. So I am impressed, because these ingredients are by far the cleanest I have ever seen. So you go to the store, let's say you want an Epsom salt, you want to take a bath, and Epsom salts are good for you. And you go and you buy Epsom salt, and it's Epsom salt with lavender, or Epsom salt with eucalyptus, or Epsom salt with whatever. The whatever that's in there is synthetic, and it takes that beautiful natural Epsom salt from a 1 to a 9. Okay, so if you want Epsom salt, you have to buy plain Epsom salt. And then I will add my lavender from Young Living to my Epsom salt, and I will have the most beautiful bath. But knowing that my ingredients are not toxic. Okay, so this has become a lifestyle for me. So I encourage you to join me on a lifestyle upgrade, a journey which can take you and your family to a healthier place. Okay, again, I am not going to tell you how to treat your X, Y, or Z. There are plenty of resources that I can share with you that talk about that. If you were to join my team and you wanted support, we do tons of education. We have a Facebook group that I love to help people with. But I am not a doctor of yours. I am not your oil doctor, so to speak. I do have my Oily MD page, but I'm not there to treat people. I'm there to guide you on a lifestyle that's going to be a wonderful, wonderful journey. Now, how does Young Living fit into your life? It fits into your life the same way it fit into mine. We all brush our teeth. Okay, why do I need sodium lauryl sulfate in my toothpaste? Why do I need parabens in my lotion? Why do I need phthalates in my makeup? Okay, yes, Young Living has makeup too. See, lipstick. Okay, got it going on. So why do I need all of that bad stuff in my products when I can choose better? So we help people choose better. So when you get started with Young Living with your premium starter kit, you are already getting the benefit of that premium starter kit, but it gives you the advantage of being what we call a wholesale consumer. So instead of paying retail, because anybody can go to youngliving.com and buy products, but you're going to pay retail. And to me, if I can save 24% on all my shopping without ever having to look at retail again, I'm in. Okay, is there a requirement to buy anything after your starter kit? No, but for me, I wanted to swap out all the stuff out of my house that was bad. I wanted to throw away every single cleaner under my sink that said toxic if swallowed, call poison control. That's on people's toothpaste. Seriously, people? This is what we're putting in your mouth? So I look at that and I said, okay, I have 20 products under my sink that I use to clean my house. Now I have one product. It's called Thieves Household Cleaner, and it is awesome. It cleans every surface. It's completely plant-based and natural, and I know there is no risk. If you have pets and they're walking around on your house, or if you have little ones and they're walking around on their hands and knees and then putting their hands in their mouth, they're getting that chemical in their mouth somehow, some way. So it was an easy transition for me to say, I'm going to swap out my products month by month. Okay, I'm not the type of person who's just going to throw everything in my house away and say, I can afford $2,000 a month. I'm not going to do that. I'm not wasteful. So even though I knew better, I finished up what I had and I replaced it with the healthier option that Young Living offered. Okay, so I switched out all my cleaning products and my laundry soap and my dish detergent and my dish liquid. And then I swapped out my toothpaste and all my facial products and my shampoo. And I just went month by month by month, swapping out the bad to a much healthier product. And that program for me from Young Living is called Essential Rewards. And with Essential Rewards, not only do you save the 24% that I talked about in the beginning of going from retail to wholesale, but Then you earn points. I mean, it's the best rewards program ever. You earn points and then you save additional money every single month. So at this point, I'm saving about 50% on every single product that I get from Young Living. I mean, wow and wow. So that is what a lifestyle swap looks like. It looks like recognizing that what you have in your house is not necessarily good for you. What we thought was good for us is not as good as we thought. So take this opportunity, do an inventory. This is what I tell people. Do an inventory. Go under your sink, look what's there. Go into your medicine cabinet and look what's there. Go into your bathroom and look what's there. And scan your products. And scan them on those two apps. And if they don't come up on there, go onto EWG. You can just Google dangers of and do ingredient by ingredient, and the EWG website will come up and you can see the rating on probably 99% plus of all the ingredients that you will search. And figure it out. Decide. Now, like I told you, over the years, I have done that ingredient by ingredient to the point where I now trust Young Living. I have never been disappointed, so I don't look at every single ingredient anymore. But when I'm asked from friends, well, look at this product, I want to sell you this and you should try that, I do it on theirs, and I am never pleased with what I find. Yeah, they may have most of their ingredients may be healthy, but most of them have fragrance, or most of them have some type of chemical in there which is a 6, a 7, 8, 9, and out of the range of what I find acceptable for my home. Okay, 1 and 2s are absolutely fine for me. Once I get to 3s and 4s, it's like, okay, it depends on why. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not coming in my house. So you are the gatekeeper. You are the people who allow into your home what comes into your home. So I encourage you to do your due diligence and decide what you want in your home and what you want our government to allow into your home, because our government doesn't have the strict standards that you should have. Okay, our government doesn't require companies to report to them that their products are safe. They assume that all the ingredients in the products are safe and that it's up to the company to do the testing. I assure you that's not happening. Okay, so if it's not happening at any level, it's up to us to protect ourselves. Protect what comes in your doors, goes on your body, goes into your family home. Okay, that is the place where you have the control. So that is basically the end of what I'm going to share with you tonight. If you have more questions about the starter kit, please reach out to the person who invited you to this event. If it was me, wonderful. I look forward to helping you. If you were invited by somebody on my team, reach out to them. They'll reach out to me. We'll all get together, have some type of a group chat, a phone conversation, whatever it may be, because I want to help you. If you were invited by somebody who is already a Young Living member, kudos to them for finding my class and having you join, because we're an oily team, Team Young Living. But reach out to them, because I'm sure they have a Facebook group or they can help you further. It's not that I don't want to help you, but I have my team, which I like to cater to and pamper. So I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. So if you want to get started with us, either on my team or another team, reach out to the person who invited you, because we can get you a premium starter kit and get you started on this journey right away. We want you on this journey with us, because I promise you, you will see the difference in your health. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I am going to finish and post this video in the event. I will go back and look at the comments and the questions that come up over the course of the day. Please make sure you comment, because I would like to give you an oily gift. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, the oily gift giveaway will be over. But for those of you who are watching today, which is April 17th, I will look back at all the comments and I will pick some people to share some oils with. So thank you guys again. Happy Good Friday, Easter, Passover coming up, and we will talk again soon. Take care.